Hello there, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. We are going to experience the beauty of fall and also the last of the watermelons and fall cleanup. I'm loving the kale. Kale is a superfood and it's really making me feel good. So come with me as I make some changes to the front garden and also add to my kale, the superfood. It's time for a garden transformation. Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to see you today. By the way, you can see my tree back here that it is changing color and the fall weather has hit it. And in the distance there's a beautiful huge tree in the distance with this beautiful color. I love fall foliage. It's just so beautiful. Today is October 15th and the weather is beautiful outside. It's in the 60s. So I have some kale that I want to move from the back in a container and move it to the front because my kale has been growing so well there. And I think that it will be able to survive the winter in the front garden. So let's go and transplant it. So right here in this garden where I've been planting vegetables, my new vegetable patch, and of course I'm going to have to clean it up for the winter. I have my marigolds planted here and also some turnips and other things that I need to harvest. But this is what I really want to give our attention to, and that is the kale that's here in these pots. I'm going to move the kale from here and take them into the front garden so that they can get a lot of sun and grow there with the other kale. Seem to be doing well now, but I think they'll do better in the ground. So let's do that. Let's move them now. So right now, here are the two kale plants that I'm going to move over here. As you can see, these are growing really well in this area. We kind of cut it back a little bit because they were resting on the concrete, but it still looks very good. And we're going to clean up this area so that the kale can thrive here. And it has been so delicious. I've really enjoyed it. So if you missed my previous videos on the kale, go back to my channel and I'll leave a reference actually down below so that you can check out that video on kale. Yeah, it's growing kale. So this is how far I've gotten so far, and so I'm going to harvest this squash. It's been growing here and vining, and it's actually flowered again. Here. So pretty. But I know that it's not going to last and it doesn't have enough time to really do anything. So I'm going to harvest this one here and take it inside. So let me get busy with that. Then I'm going to plant in those kale there. As you can see, this is where all of the real work is too. over here in this front garden. But there are a lot of seed saving that I can do. Oh my, I see a cantaloupe. Do you see that cantaloupe? Look at that. There's a cantaloupe hanging on, and it looks like it's just about ready to harvest. So it looks like I'm going to get another cantaloupe. Here in New England, our leaves are changing color, and it's just so beautiful. So I just want to share this with you. Soon this tree will be bare of leaves and a lot of my privacy will go, but that's okay. We're enjoying this joy of the leaves in the fall. For some reason, some of the other trees are taking a little bit of its time before really turning color, but as I was driving along, I saw a lot of leaves, a lot of trees turning color. But in the meantime, we're enjoying our beautiful garden. See all those leaves on the grass? Gonna soon have to be raking up leaves. And that's just another step in the process of gardening here in my urban cottage garden. By the way, my angel tree that I've been looking at and just observing, I could see that there's some flowers out. A lot of flowers. So that's a good thing. I'm glad they're able to flower before the season changes. So that's one end. And let's look at the other end here. Over here on this side. Yeah, I can see actually some of the blooms. Isn't that beautiful? And the tree is really filled with, the shrub I should actually say, because it's more like a shrub. It's so filled with blooms that are about to open. So hopefully the weather will stay mild enough so that they can give their last hurrah of beauty. Isn't it pretty though? I'm going to continue to keep my eye out for it. But right now it's the tree. Yes. And I think the rain will cause a lot of the leaves to fall, so I have to enjoy it now while I can. Today is the second day of my attempts to clean up this garden, at least to get it started. So I'm going to go into the front and pull up the rest of the watermelons, and then also I'm going to plant some more mums. Yeah, my husband bought me 3 more mums, and I'm going to put them in the front with the kale. But you know, it's just a beautiful day. It's supposed to rain later on so that the mums will be able to go in really well. And then I'm hoping to get some more mums to add to the front garden. It would just add some more of this autumnal color. So this is how far I've gotten so far. And so I'm going to harvest this squash. It's been growing here and vining, and it's actually flowered again. Here. So pretty. But I know that it's not going to last, and it doesn't have enough time to really do anything. So I'm going to harvest this one here and take it inside. So let me get busy with that. Then I'm going to plant in those kale here. So I have this mums here, and I think I'm going to put it here in the corner. And then as we take a look at our kale, the kale is doing really well. I planted them yesterday, and they're doing really well. But I just want you to also look at the leaf color changing here. In spite of the fact that the weather's changing and our season is almost over, it's like the leaf color is so beautiful. Now, I don't know what this bush is, but it is like if it's on fire, and I really like that. It's pretty. Anyway, here I have two other mums that I'm going to put in here, and then I'm also going to add some more bulbs here, not this time but later on. That's another video, but I'm going to be adding some bulbs to this so that we can look for something. We'll be looking for the spring color, the spring joy when it comes. So let me give you a little bit of the before. Yeah, so here we have remember here I had the peppers, the hot peppers, and if you didn't see that video, go back and see me cutting back all of my hot peppers, my jalapenos, and these the chipotle peppers. That's what my daughter calls them. And I also planted the watermelons here. I just have a few more that I'm going to harvest. They're small. I don't know if they're going to be ripe. Maybe this one will be ripe, but I'm going to harvest them out. Also, I planted here by, I don't know, happenstance. I must have just thrown the seed in, but I saw my where is it? Here it is. Okra plant. I think I just had that extra seed in my hand, and I just dropped the okra seed here, and it looks like it wants to flower. I'm not sure, but that's good to know that it can grow here in the warmth. This nasturtium, this came back on its own by seed, and so that's going to be interesting. And then I think I might find some more watermelons tucked in here, but I'm going to clean this up now, and then you'll see the before and the after, and hopefully I'll be able to get some mums and place them in here, or just continue to add more tulips, because in the spring I placed a lot of tulips here before, so I might just add some more tulips here. Alright, so let me get started on this. From that cleanup, I was able to gather these 3 more watermelons. Now, I don't think that they're ripe. This one might be ripe, but the other 2 may not be. We'll see. But anyway, that's the end of the watermelon patch. Look at that worm. They love this area. I was just digging up because I'm going to plant the chrysanthemum here, and as I was digging, look at that worm. Absolutely massive. So this is a really fertile location. This is where the watermelon were, and I've cleaned out this bed. So now I'm going to just see if I can get me some more chrysanthemums and put there. And then also I'm thinking of filling this with leaves, this area here, and that way it can turn into compost over the winter time, and also build up this bed. But check out that worm. Look at him. He's a long one. As you can tell, I'm in this city. Look at him. Look at this worm. Woo. Good stuff, good stuff. And this is the end of the cleanup for today. I put in this mums. So this mum plant will just give a beautiful colored flower here, and I just happened to discover that there was some lemon balm here. I guess it got planted somehow, but this is lemon balm, so we're going to leave it there and let it grow. And then as the season progresses, I'm going to stuff that area with leaves so that it can build up this soil area for free with compost, leaf compost. Yeah. I planted this plant here in this corner, and it's the same coloring. So it should give us a little color. So that's the beginning of my fall cleanup, at least in the front, and we're not finished yet. There's so much to do, but I'm excited about the work. I also planted another chrysanthemum right here with the kale. Just thought it would look pretty with the colors of the leaves and the green, and it's this kind of reddish color. I can't really tell the full color of the mum, but I think it will give a pop of color right here. Well, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, how are you handling the changing of the season? And is there any crop that you are planting now that's ready for harvest? And how are you preparing for next year? Comment down below. Let's have a conversation. And then if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. And also hit the like button and the notification button so that you can follow all of the wonderful things that are happening in Catherine's garden. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for watching. And see you next time in Catherine's garden. Bye. For more gardening shows, subscribe to Catherine's Garden of LWS. And also, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy on YouTube. Be blessed.